So here is how you can max out your damage and level a city. We are gonna start with 19 levels. We're gonna start with 15 in strength for heavy armor, 8 in dexterity, 15 in constitution, 15 in intelligence, 8 in wisdom, and 8 in charisma. We're using points by today. So we're gonna start with 2 levels of Tempest Cleric. It's very important to start as a cleric, so you don't have to invest points in wisdom for multiclassing. So 2 levels of Tempest Cleric allows you to get Destructive Wrath, which allows you to max out your lightning or thunder damage once per short rest using your channel divinity. So you're gonna go 17 levels into Scribe's Wizard, which gives you Awakened Spellbook. This ability allows you to replace one or more damage type from a spell with another on the same level. So at level 17, you are getting Prismatic Wall, which allows you to have the lightning damage type, and you're gonna go for Meteor Swarm, which is the highest AoE damage in game. It's very important to have Scribe's Wizard because Meteor Swarm have one or more damage type, which is fire and bludgeoning. So for example, if you're going meta magic as a sorcerer, you can only change the fire damage type. So here we are looking at 40 d6 lightning damage, which can be maxed out for 240 damage per person. You have a 1 mile radius, 4 different points of contact with 40 foot radius sphere. So you can see how massive the damage area is. So for your species, we are going for a blue chromatic dragonborn for its ability to become immune to lightning. This gives you more versatility in combat. For example, you can stand within your enemies, become immune to the damage type, and tank 240 points of lightning damage unscathed. So for your spells, as we said, Meteor Swarm and Prismatic Wall is the only ones you have to look at. But for lower levels, for example, you are going to look for Lightning Bolt, Shatter, etc. So for your feats, we're gonna go for Telekinetic at level 4. And for your blue chromatic dragonborn species, you're gonna go Intelligence +2 and Constitution +1, which gives you a 17 in Intelligence and 16 in Constitution. So at level 4 for your Wizard, which means level 6, you get Telekinetic. By all means, I believe this is better than Fey Touch, because as a Cleric Wizard multiclass, you already have Misty Step as well as Bless. So Telekinetic allows you to get an invisible Mage Hand and the ability to push or shove an enemy, which can position them within the radius of your AoE damages. So for level 8, you want to go Intelligence +2, which now gives you 20 in Intelligence. So for level 12, you want to go for Elemental Adept, Lightning, which means that your enemies who are resistant to lightning damage no longer matters. You can just do max out damage to everyone that is not immune. Now for your level 16 ability, I would advise you to go for Meta Magic Adept, which gives you Distant Spell and Subtle Spell. So Subtle Spell is more important here, because for your Meteor Swarm spell, you only have verbal and somatic components. You don't have material, which means that when you are using Subtle Spell, your enemies can't even counterspell you, which means their last resort doesn't work. Now, I will not choose Empowered Spell for this build, because you already max out your damage, you don't have to roll. But Distant Spell is actually underrated. You already have a 1 mile range, which is the largest in game. Now being able to double that range to 2 miles means that you can pretty much point at a country or a kingdom and send out a Meteor Swarm to destroy the entire country, and no one can even look at you or suspect you. In a way, this is more potent than Subtle Spell in not being detected. So this is the build for today. Just a short recap. You are going 19 levels with Tempest Cleric and Scribe's Wizard. Using Meteor Swarm, you can charge 240 lightning damages per person. And for example, if you are leveling a city, each person has to take that damage, which amounts to a gajillion amounts of damages. You are also able to become immune as a blue chromatic dragonborn, and you are able to get elemental adepts lightning to bypass resistance, as well as meta magic adepts subtle spell and distance spell to pretty much be undetected and unable to be countered. So this is a very interesting build in my opinion. I want to try out if there's ever a chance to go high level. I advise you to give it a try, and it is a very potent way to do damage at high level and really enact the fantasy of a high level caster. I hope that this video helps with your build. I hope that it helps you with the way you can enjoy the game doing damages, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.